welcome back to NY Culture Podcast with your girl, Andrea Maria. And today I have a very special guest, Ufo Fev. What's up?
What's
How's
going
it?
on? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So, what's up? What you been up to throughout this whole quarantine? I see you drop a couple of things. So, tell me about that.
Yeah, man. I've been blessed. Always been prepared for this situation. You know, I'm always prepared for the worst. So, all jokes aside, I've just during the quarantine, I was mostly with my family and like everyone else stuck in the house. But I had a lot of music that I had yet to release. And I guess, the opportunity was allotted for me to get all that off my plate, which we still letting everything off. We still on a run. So, it just opened the door for me to let all the music from the last 2 or 3 years that I've been working on, just get it all off my plate and get on to the new stuff.
Yeah, that's dope. I thought you was making it. So, this is stuff you have like on deck.
And all of it, luckily God blessed me with the opportunity I had all this stuff ready to go. I was just waiting for the right time for my opportunity. And, during the quarantine, I was just sitting on my hands and I was like, you know what? I had the videos, I had a lot of the music, everything was ready. So I just took the best opportunity to let it all fly while everybody's attention was on, mostly music and trying to keep themselves entertained.
Yeah, that's cool. I just felt like the quarantine, like, yeah, it was bad, everything, but it like pushes us to do something. Like, this is our time to do what you have to do, what you've been wanting to do. Like,
yeah, it's a blessing. It's a
yeah.
blessing, for me, for people like me. I'm always working. I'm always in the studio, even when I'm not in the public. I'm always active. You know what I'm saying? So, the quarantine was a blessing for me because it gave me time away from this life. It gave me time to, actually sit down and be with my family and, raise my kids and just be at home and try to get my real life together, you know what I'm saying? Get myself together. And it's been a blessing. I've been doing all right for myself. And, with every bad thing comes a blessing, with every struggle is a blessing. So, yeah, man, it definitely taught me a lot of patience and it got me closer with, my mom, everybody just appreciating them because we lost so many people.
A lot.
Word.
A lot of people. So you dropped, I'm feeling that song Diamantes, right?
Yeah.
Especially the Bob Marley clip. What made you what made you put that clip there? Like, I just felt like it's dope.
Well, me and Terminology were finishing up the project and I was giving him a bunch of ideas for just stuff to fill up the spaces, and that Bob Marley that interview's always been like an inspiration for me, and for a long time. I first came across it a while back, and I've always just had it in my mind. So it felt right for Diamantes. It just felt like it because we were listening to the song without it, and the song is still dope, but it felt like Bob completed the song and allowed me to get my lyrics off better.
Yeah, so and I like what was said, because sometimes we think money is everything, and money isn't everything. To be honest,
Nice.
perfect
It's not.
example, the quarantine, perfect example during Corona. Everybody was down. You got me. Everyone, didn't matter how much money you had, nothing. Like, we all.
Didn't matter. You were just a person. It didn't
Yeah.
matter. So yeah, that's pretty much the vibe of how I was feeling, and yeah, the way the world should think. In a perfect world, people will wake up, but it is what it is.
So you caught my eye the other day when you posted Pedro Abisu Campos. So what you got under your sleeves with that? Let me tell you, he's one of my favorite leaders, and I feel like our generation don't know about him. I feel like no one knows about him, period, and especially our Puerto Rican generation doesn't know about him. So what you got under your sleeves?
Right. Yeah, man, you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't. I thought I was ignorant to how many people don't know about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. I thought it was something people just, he's up there with Martin Luther. He's up there with Malcolm X. He's up there with Muhammad Gandhi. He's up there with Haile Selassie. Like, he's one of the greatest human beings to ever walk this earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The representation of our people, kind of the muse for my next project that I'm dropping. He's the inspiration for the next project. And that's all I've been just trying to spread the word about him and get people to know.
That's dope. That's dope. But yeah, like that caught my eye. I'm like, what you got under his seat? This one. All right, I can see you now.
I'm sorry about that.
Reception is back.
Nah, I had to restart the studio Wi-Fi. I'm here with Terminology right here. He produced from El,
what's up?
From El Barrio with love, man.
What's up? What's up?
Peace
I need to have you on the show next.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna pass his info. Word.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stay right here. So yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So, well, we're talking about Pedro Abisu Campos. I guess we have finished that basically, I think. So let's backtrack. Let's get to know who is Ufo Fev, basically. So tell me about growing up in El Barrio, Spanish Harlem.
I'm from Jefferson. My dad is from Washington Houses originally. You know, so I grew up in Washington Houses, then Jefferson Houses, and Johnson Houses.
What side? What side of Wash?
Cherry Tree Park side, man.
That's
Rest in
my
peace,
side.
man. What? Yeah, man. My aunt is from the building right there. Is on. Damn, I forgot the number of the building, but the 12th floor right there. What's that?
On 3rd?
96. On 99 on 100th Street.
That's my
on 2nd, on the corner building on 2nd by the right across from the grocery store.
From Associated. Okay.
Yeah. You know where you could cross. They used to have the pharmacy and all that on the block right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that building right there. That's my own building.
So you all over Spanish Harlem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I grew up in. Yeah, man. Both my parents are from, Spanish Harlem, so my whole family's there. All my aunts, all my cousins, and they just were all over in different projects. So, my dad's side is mainly from Washington. My uncles grew up in Cherry Tree and White Park and Carver, that side over there. That's like my dad's side, and Jeff. And then my mom is just Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So when I would be with my mom, I would be in Johnson, or like the back blocks on 108th and 3rd, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a teenager, going to school, I went to all the schools mostly in Midtown. I went to school. I went to Wagner on 77th. I went to the Blue School on 96. You know what I'm saying? And my high school was on 120th and 1st. So I just was. I'm a Manhattan kid, I'm a El Barrio kid. I'm from the hood, so my dad just mostly. I spent the year upstate. I lived upstate for a year too. My dad, did his thing, whatever he was into up there, and yeah, that's mostly it, man. I'm from Spanish Harlem, born in Mount Sinai.
Born and bred
all the way. Word. So. Yeah, it was a blessing, man. It's a neighborhood. It was a great neighborhood growing up. It was bad, but that wasn't about nothing. There's always, something going on in public housing. You can't stop that. But it was a community, though. Everybody knew everybody. You were able to, if your aunts, if the neighbors saw you, they was telling on you, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was that.
It was a village. You know how they'd be like, it takes a kid to raise a village. That's what it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah, it takes a village. That's exactly what it was. You hit it. You're making me reminisce. Like, yeah, it was that. And that's exactly what it was.
So for our New Yorker fans, you want to explain what Spanish Harlem and what's your favorite thing about it? It's up to you.
Yeah, well, for those who don't know, man, Spanish Harlem was in back in it originated when the Puerto Ricans migrated over here. You know what I'm saying? It was originally 110th and Lexington, and as we came deeper, we spread out. It's predominantly a Black and Latino neighborhood. A lot of food, a lot of style, a lot of a lot of attitude, a lot of swag. Yeah, and
A lot of culture.
a lot of culture. You hit it on the head. A lot of Latino culture, everything. Even the black homies speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? It's really like nothing you could do about it. You know what I'm saying? And heavy on the Boricua vibes. And yeah, it's a lot of sauce, man. It's just a real spot. It's real though. It's not, I wouldn't recommend anywhere to raise kids. But if you have to, you're gonna be what you're gonna be.
And remember the PR festivals this year when you got one, man. So like people understand the PR festival is like the highlight of the summer out here.
Yeah, man. It's what we look forward to. It's something everybody enjoys. Unfortunately, we had to sit this one out. But we'll be back stronger next year. You know how we do, man. Once they start screaming that, once they get them Latinos, once they get them Puerto Ricans together, man, it's one hell of a party, man. I tell you. So next year we're gonna come back strong, and it's gonna be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get through this real quick.
And how do you feel about like the gentrification that's going on over here?
That's a whole nother show. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation. I just try to, if I could try to invest back, I'll look into it and do so as I move forward on my journey. But you know how that goes, man. That shit is unstoppable too. You can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? You have to try to like at least keep as much as you can. If the people fight and stay true, then they can't really take that from us. But if we bend and we fold, then it's going to happen. But one way or another, as long as there's corruption and greed, that's something that comes with gentrification. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to happen.
Definitely. So how does it feel to be able to put El Barrio on the map? Because there's not a lot of us out there repping.
Yeah, man, that's for sure. I mean, I just feel like putting us on the map, I feel like there's a lot of people that know about us. There'd be more people that know about us. We deep rooted. We just got to be a little more proud of it. You know what I'm saying? We just got to represent it. You'd be surprised how many people are from El Barrio, got a grandmother who live in El Barrio, you know what I'm saying, or hang out in the hood, or all these famous guys, you know what I'm saying? Countless. Yeah, so it's you know what I'm saying? They know about us. We just have to scream it proudly, you know what I'm saying, and rep it in the right way to make people not be afraid to put it on the map with us.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely true. So when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh man, all my life I've been around music, and in my neighborhood is predominant. Like I said, it was hip hop. Since birth, it was in the projects. It was break dancing and all that stuff before I even knew what I wanted to do. I was watching it already. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had the passion for it. I might have been maybe like, how far you want to go back? I remember being a young kid with the Bugs Bunny painted on my jeans, you know what I'm saying? With Bugs Bunny wearing a hoodie. I remember, you know what I'm saying, being outside with my moms and actually wearing my pants backwards and having a black boombox sitting on the bench listening to music. Like people looking at always, the older guys was always looking at me like, yo, this, this kid is something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I bought a Black Panasonic as a young kid. I always had some on tape. I would go to the bootleggers by myself because my moms would hustle, and I would be in front of the building with her in the Bronx. And across the street, there was a bootlegger. He had everything. So I would go across the street, and while my moms and them was hanging out in front of the building, I would go to him and, ask him what's new, and he would give me stuff, and I just trust him, and I would go home and just would be my deep. It would be all that dope stuff. But, as a kid, I was just trusting him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, what can I, my mom's would give me, $20, and I'll be like, yo, what can I buy? I got $20, give me 2 tapes. And he'll give me like, yo, this is it right here. And it'll, be the dope stuff that we grew up knowing it to be now. You know what I'm saying?
So, and your father was in the music game too, right?
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, my dad was in TKA freestyle group. You know, he's friends with like India and all. So from the perspective of music, I was always surrounded by it. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
my dad was hip hop too. You know, um, freestyle is what he got made his name in, but he was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like he loved rap. He rapped before they did TK. He was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
Which one is your dad? Because I know K7 from the hood. Like,
yeah, my dad is Tony. My dad
okay.
is the T. So yeah, he's a Tony TK for life on
Uh-huh.
Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's always K7. It's been hip hop too as well. I was young and K used to give me CDs, and my dad used to bring CDs back from like the labels and stuff like that, like advanced copies. So yeah, I've always been around it, and
So you
I've
close
always
to it all.
yeah, I remember it all, man. I remember it for real, for real. Like you know, I'm just blessed to like actually be in it now. You know.
Yeah, that's dope. Because you have it like at first, you had it at first hand growing up, like, and now you like in the game. That's dope. So
Thank
at
you.
what age did you start rapping?
It had to be like 13, like 13, 14, like ninth grade.
So you was doing
Yeah.
battles out there?
Um, I was at first I was just writing because my dad was always my dad would always have um like producers and stuff would give my dad music because he was in the music business, so like people would always try to get on and always get in music to my dad. So my dad always had like instrumentals and stuff, and I would just write my rhymes like that first, and then yeah, I got into like I said, I moved upstate for a year or two. That was like ninth, 10th grade upstate. And then when I came back, that's when I started back to the city. I started hanging back out on the streets and I delved into battle. Came up with guys like Smoke Dizza, all them guys that's now doing their thing. And I was around battling them and seeing them battle and in the streets and the projects, all that good stuff. It was wild back then too.
And then at what, like, when did you realize, be like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be a rapper, I'm just gonna focus on this? Like, when did you realize that, and when did you do it?
I used to play basketball. I thought I was really good, and then I had an injury, and that's when I was like, I gotta play ball. Um, so did a couple of things, sold some things in the street, but was never fully successful. Never really wanted to put my full into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I used what I knew in the streets, and I stood in the streets enough to make music work. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
And once I just kept playing music, once I would go to the studio, I was like 16, 17, in the studio already, you know what I'm saying, paying for my own time. And the older guys were going to the studio, I would be in the studio with them. So I was always known for like holding my own, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you had the experience already from being around in the game.
Yeah, I knew like my dad, I would see them doing their thing. So I knew like, I had to get jerked a few times. I paid a lot of money for studio time as a young man, but yeah, I was already in that mind frame. Like I gotta make songs.
Yeah. And when did you realize that, yo, this is I made it, this is me? What?
I still ain't realized it. I'm still going through it. Every moment is a blessing. I just be happy. I really be excited. The kid from Jeff, be
Jeff?
excited. Yeah. Fev is here. Fev do his thing, get busy, but the kid from the east side is still like in awe. But Fev is able to keep it cool for us. I don't look like an idiot out there, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me about your process, like your struggles and your wins.
Um, man, long you got, because struggles are more than the wins. We just started winning, so everything you see now, from being around Joe to right now I'm in the studio with Static Selector and Terminology and all those are wins. Those are just happening. Those are blessings. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the people I know, going on tour, those are just happening. So it's been a blessing. But the journeys, the struggle's been forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I said on one of my songs on Mr. Nice Guy, we done lost more than I probably would ever gain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. That's like even in baseball. How many times a batter strikes out than more home runs?
More than he's going, yeah. So it's going to be, you know, we done took a lot more L's, and I think about the people that are not here, you know, more than I think about anything else. And that's why a lot of my motives and my decisions are based on, will it benefit those around me as well as myself? You know what I'm saying?
Was it hard to be consistent, keep the focus throughout it all?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah and no, because I didn't have nothing else. You know, like I said, I never wanted to be a big time drug dealer. That wasn't my goal. I had plenty of opportunities, but taking it to the top wasn't my goal. So it was always music. It was always like, once I couldn't play basketball, it was always like travel and music. You know, live and learn life and then music. One way or another, whether I was doing it for myself or helping somebody else with it or just in it. You know, because before I got like publicly noticed, I was just around. You know what I'm saying? I used to do things in the streets that allowed me to be around.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know me like, oh, I didn't know you was him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't never boast that I rap. I never promoted it. And
well, you kept it on the
lot,
low.
yeah, a lot of my because I wasn't there. A lot of places I wasn't there because of rap. So I wasn't telling people I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I was there on other premises, so I was being who I had to be. And if music came up or something, then you know, people would know, but I never was like, yo, I'm a rapper, or how you doing, my name Fev. Like, it just was being me. So when people get to see me now, a lot of my relationships and stuff, they be like, oh man, like, nah, that's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the streets perceive me as, because I've already been here.
That's dope. It's great because like yesterday, like I was asking my friends, they're like, "Yo, he's a good dude." I'm like, "Okay." I'm gonna tell you, I asked like 2 or 3 people. They told me the same thing. Just like, you know.
Thank you. And I'm blessed for people to speak highly of me when I'm not around, because I keep it solid. Every field I've been in, I've always been, you know, me. So I've never changed. That's why I've able to been. I don't manipulate nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't give all fake vibes, and I don't do nothing outside of my world. So besides that, it's everything is music and keeping it 100 and you know, represent the Puerto Rican people, man, not making us look like clowns out here.
Word. Word.
I hit home, she like, word.
So when everything started popping, did it all feel surreal?
Yes, absolutely. You know, being asked to do an interview, you know what I'm saying? Right now is like, you know, I wasn't always asked to do interviews. So everything is a blessing and surreal. I can't believe it. You know, that people like the music or people understand what we're doing or people even see it. People buy the vinyl, you know what I'm saying? It's all a blessing. I don't overlook that.
No. It's true. It's like, you know, like people really don't think about it. And it's like, yo, like I'm getting interviewed. Like, you go from being a regular person, you got to be like regular person on the street, where now it's like, you got a hot song, you got a hot album. Everybody wants to interview you. I can imagine.
You know, it's in and out, but you got to appreciate it, because soon there be a time when nobody want to hear from you. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to document yourself and be blessed. People want to hear from you.
Got it. So, how did you get your name? I should have asked you that before.
The UFO part, I gave myself. That was like when I became, you know, grew up and stuff, and with knowledge. And Feed came from Black Raw. You know, he's from my building, so
Oh, I was in some shots.
yeah, he's from my He's from first half of Jeff. And the same building, 2225, First Ave. And like I told you, I never told nobody I rapped. You know, I always do my thing just on the low. And one day he seen me and he was like, yo, I heard you got a little fever out here. Like, I heard you hot. What's up, man? And I was like, you know, I was just, you know, smiling. Like, you know, my dad always said I was too cool. Like, even as a young kid, like, my dad would introduce me to people. And I'll be like, you know, I was one of those. Like, my dad used to be like, yo, you're not impressed with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess it carried into adulthood, you know, the characteristic of able to be like, not show too much excitement, but still, you know, I'm there with it.
Dope. That's dope. Tell me about High Enterprise. Like, one, let me tell you the name. Let's speak about the name because that sounds Hollywood anyway.
That's why I came up with it. It was me and, you know, it was originally I wanted to get into have something with music, you know what I'm saying? Like that was ours meaning like the collective of people that I was surrounded by, like not just homies, but like the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So a friend of mine came up with a name. It was like the Mile High Boys, like Mile High Boys. So we were running with Mile High, and we just kept saying Mile High, Mile High, Mile High. And then when I got my money right, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna turn this into something. Like, you know, I was the only one that was like, yo, I'm gonna make this for real. And I was like, but the name I gotta fine tune it. My man was like, damn, how you gonna turn it? Because a lot of the music I was saying Mile High. And, I was like, yo, it's the high. Like, so he was like, what you mean? I was like, to explain it to him, it was kind of like something that everybody looks for. You know what I'm saying? It's the high. Like people ask a person why they smoke crack. It's the high. You know what I'm saying? Why you do heroin? It's high. And it was like in music is like how you listen to it. It's the high. It's something you get from when you wear these clothes or you support the movement. And I'm very much into comic books. So like I wanted, like, I'm gonna be honest, the imagery was like if I had my own building, you know,
like the Marvel characters.
Like you think about like the Avengers.
Yeah.
Got the big building. Iron Man got his own building, you know, Stark Enterprises. You got Lex Luthor's Lex Corp, you know, you see it's the big. So I was like, the High Enterprise, you know, it'd be like, yo, that's where Feed, that's where UFO is at, you know what I'm saying?
Dope. I like it. And that's your record company. And what else with High Enterprise? Like,
yes, ma'am. It's my record company, and really it's a record company, but through it we distribute merch, music, you know, and everything else. Provide a lifestyle. Right now I'm getting into doing videos for other people, and you know, just provide an outlet for people whichever way it comes. And I hope to look into like landscaping and moving the company into other things. You know what I'm saying? Moving the name and
making a production team, right?
Into other.
Would it be like a production team? Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, like I got some producers already, you know what I'm saying, that they doing their thing, that they're down with us. Got 2 singers that do their thing. Yeah, just try to at least make a home base. You know, I just got with this printer, that's my homie. He's got a printing situation, you know, so the merch and everything is expanding, and, you know, just trying to build, and with those who's willing to build with the brand that still claim loyalty to it, you know.
Dope, that's dope. How did you connect with Fat Joe?
I met Crack in 2016, and through Dre from Cool and Dre. I had a record called Mr. Nice Guy. They heard it, and it was over from there. Yeah, I had a record out called Mr. Nice Guy, and Dre heard it, and from there he sent me to Joe. And ever since, we've been locked in.
Dope. How has he impacted your life? How has he been an impact in your life?
Wow, man, he's been like, I lost Uncle in 2016, and Joe's been like his replacement. Like I lost my uncle like 2014, I think, 2015, and then Joe was like 2016. I met Joe, and he's been like his replacement. Like he's been like, um, not just in music, but like I could call him and we laugh, and I help him when he's down, and he helps me, and we just talk. And I don't ask him for nothing. He don't ask me for nothing. Everything I've gotten from Joe, um, he feels like I've earned. You know what I'm saying? And everything he's gotten from me, he's earned from me. And ultimate respect, man. I love him from the bottom of my heart.
He's the dopest. Like I feel like he's the most down to earth person in the game. Period. Like I met him a couple of times. Like when I was younger, I was like a big Terror Squad fan. Like for real. Like he used to see me, he'd be like, "Yo, you be scheming." But to this day, like we always like every time we see each other. Crazy thing, he's cool with my cousin, and he actually I got to interview him like 2 episodes before this one. And I was like, yo, you even get like that's the fact that he just gives you the opportunity, gave me the opportunity to do that. I'm like, yo, this guy's a good dude, like for real, for real.
Yeah, I love him, man. He's a great dude, man. He's one of the best. I can't lie.
Dope. And how did the whole signing come about? Because you signed with him through Rock Nation. Like how is it?
Yeah, well, Joe had a situation. Well, right now, this day, I'm independent.
Okay. So it was before.
Right now, it's just straight enterprise. But when I met Joe, he had a situation going on, and we were gonna take full advantage of it. I signed alongside of him, but unfortunately, the deal didn't materialize. But I reaped the benefits.
Okay.
Being able to build the relationships and go through the journey of riding with him for the year or 2 that I tried to make the situation manifest. I was able to just get a lot of relationships, build a lot of trust in the game, and people got to see me with Joe. They got to see me struggle, you know what I'm saying? Joe got to see me struggle as well. Yeah?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, Joe got to see me struggle as well too. So it's, it built the foundation, which now led to me being independent, being able to drop records with Spice, Joe, and all that stuff independently on my own. Projects with Static, have no problems.
Tell me about Mr. Nice Guy. Well, that was before you signed, or when you was with him when you dropped Mr. Nice Guy.
That was before ain't nobody knew me. You know what I'm saying? That was the record that everybody took note of. That was produced by my man Backpack Beats, and that was a joint that just put me over the top right there.
Dope track.
Thank you.
And tell me what's your connections with Puffy.
Oh, that's my big homie, man. I love him too, man. I got nothing but respect for him. He's one of the people that motivated me to do what I had to do. He got a hold of some of my music. I got connections over there with a few of the people around him. And, he's always been motivational, nothing but positivity from him whenever we speak. That's another blessing,
Yeah, it is. You blessed. And it's like, and then you blessed by like, you got connects with Joe, you got connects with Puffy. That's New York, period, right there.
Right. And it is little old me from Jeff, you know what I'm saying? So, the power lies in the size of the heart, you know what I'm saying?
This is dope. So okay, I couldn't even word this thing. So Fat Joe has held it down for putting PR on the map. How does it feel to be able to contribute to that?
It's a blessing. We overlooked, we struggle, but it's in our blood too. From the beginning of time, that's what I got. Our people are just cursed to go through. Everybody is, while they on this earth, they must struggle with some, and that's what our people is blessed with. The pride, the heart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just blessed. I represent it. I can't run from it. It is what it is. I'm here. They can't change that. They know the vibe. You can't change it.
They always be like, why Puerto Rico always have to have a flag? That's just the way we are. That's the way we're raised.
Just in case you ain't know what it was.
Crazy. How hard is it to be a conscious rapper in the game right now? Because now you have to have a stupid little dance or something.
No, I don't really never look. I mean, there's some for everybody. you know, I listen to that music too. I got a daughter that likes to dance and do her thing. But for me now, I'm just a man. You know, I'm not a kid, so I don't address the kids. I mean, I don't try to appeal to like, how can I say without like, I don't try to be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk to the kids, it's the way I talk to the kids, or how I want them to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like they come to me for a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they know me. You know, when I'm in the hood and I talk to the young dudes, we converse about different things. They asking me different stuff. So my music's got to be a representation of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with the conscious rapping. Like, I just feel like it's better, and that's hip hop. To me, that's hip hop. I know hip hop has evolved over the years, but when I think of hip hop, when I think about real hip hop, it's like that conscious rapping. Like, there's not a lot of people in the game unless you're an old head.
Right, that's a fact.
What did you learn from the grind?
Patience. Just stay positive and stay patient. Don't give up. It takes a long time, you know? For real, for real. Long time.
Patience. It's hard to have patience, but
Patience.
something you have to practice. And what advice do you have for someone who is trying to pursue their dreams?
What was that one more time?
What advice do you have for someone who's trying to pursue their dreams?
What advice I have for someone trying to pursue their dreams? They're your dreams. Just don't forget that, you know? Work hard, but always remember they're your dreams. Just stay positive. Stay patient. Don't expect too much out of nobody. That's what that means, you know?
I like how you said that. Your dreams. Like, a lot of people don't say that.
Your dreams only.
Compared to everyone else, you have to focus on you. So,
stay focused.
I don't know if you had time. I wanted to see if you could like freestyle something for me, but I don't know if you have time.
We do that another time, man.
Right.
There's a lot going on where we are right now.
I see. But thank you for coming on the show. Hopefully you can come.
No, anytime.
And we can speak about.
No, I'm here anytime you need me. Yeah, holla at me. We set it up. We get something going.
All right, cool. Thank you for real. And I want to hear about the when you drop the stuff about the Pedro Bisu Campos. Like when you dropping it. Wait.
Yeah, you come out of the studio, I'll let you know, man. We could do one, you know, in person. You gotta get some information and we play some music, all that good vibes, you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. And where can people find you at? Where they can find you at?
Ufo Fev, that's UFO FEV, man. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you so much for having me, man. It was a great conversation. Stay positive and stay in touch with us. You know how to get me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, later.
Bye. And now.